The player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both. This is DA. It's good. I am so glad we are teammates, DA. And they are a fun team to watch. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And for the Nets, the post pair, Durant along with Griffin. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Harris outside. From downtown, Bridges with some nice defense. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Here is Harden. Takes the 3, drains the 3-pointer.
If the defense lets him, Harden will do this all night. You have to challenge his accuracy every time down the floor.
Now here's Paul. Here's Ayton. The shot's good.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Pass to Griffin. Ball against Irving. Into the lane. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
So many things go into Kyrie Irving's game. Right there, the quickness and the craftiness on the drive. It's special.
Paul dishes to Ayton. He kicks to Booker. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Nets on defense. It's a 3-point game. Here's Paul. Knocks down the step-back J.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
The deep 3 from Harden. Bridges with it. Picked up by Harris. Paul. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. KD passes to Harden. Harris outside. Back to Harden. Clock at 4. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Booker outside. Bridges, no one around him. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Booker against Irving, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
Mills, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Paul. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Harden against Booker. On the wing, Harden. 5 points in the game. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bridges outside. Passes it to Paul. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Sharch has checked in for 8. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Landry Shamit's checked in for Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. To the inside, here's Payne, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. It's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Aldridge dishes to Harris. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And the Nets with possession here. 1:24 left here in the first quarter. Here's Claxton. Shot clock at 5. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Brown with it. Outguarded by Crowder. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. .11 left to play in the first quarter. Payne looking around. Johnson, the pass to Sharch. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Nets trail by 5. And Mills kicks to Brown. Halt the run, and it's good on the way in.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
There is a heart and passion that Sharch brings to the game every night. Good job initiating contact.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Paul Millsap is checked in for Aldridge. And it's Johnson in for Nicholas Claxton. Now here's Johnson. Brown outside. There's the pass to Millsap. Sharch grabs the board.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Johnson, the pass to Crowder. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Brown. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this...
And that does it for the first quarter. Suns lead by 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
I just go back to being in my backyard and...
Oh, it is indeed the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hands.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
We've got Paul Millsap. Irving is out there with Mills. Then it's Johnson, and it's Brown in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. And here's Sharch. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Now here's Payne, covered by Mills. 6 to shoot. Sharch has the open look. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Patty Mills. And the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Mikal Bridges comes in for Crowder. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Chris Paul subbed in for Payne.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Phoenix leading by 5.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Paul with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Booker against Irving. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, that should surprise no one. Devin Booker so good in the mid-range.
Harden against Booker. Harden up top. He has 5. Irving for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Bridges outside. Johnson outside. Dishes to Paul. Johnson, the pass to Booker. Back to Johnson. Fires for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harden outside. Here's the 3. No good that time.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
That's good from Booker on the assist by Bridges. Booker's got his second bucket of the night. Irving up top, defended by Paul. Harden against Booker. 3-pointer. And they get it back. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Paul passes to Ayton. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Johnson with the block. From the arc. And again, it's the Nets missing. Suns leading by 6. Here's Bridges. Johnson against Johnson. And stolen by Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving leading the charge. Millsap finds Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. And here's Harden for 3. The shot comes out.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
The Nets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Johnson, the pass to Harden. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin comes in for Paul Millsap. And Joe Harris is subbed in for James Johnson. And the Suns here with a different look. Saric is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Landry Shamet's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. Now, here's Shamet. He's covered closely, and the wide-open shot from Crowder drills it from outside. Crowder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Harden outside. Irving looking for an opening. He dishes it to Harris. Back to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Over Saric for 3. Harris. Saric grabs the board. Jarge has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Payne can't hit. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.